Susan Black, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing? You're with StretchZone, right?
That's correct.
StretchZone. Susan, I talked to her a little bit, and before we got on this, it's pretty awesome story, especially in the time that she's done this in. But first off, tell us about StretchZone and what it is, and why you picked StretchZone to start.
Sure. Well, first, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So StretchZone is practitioner-assisted stretching. So we are really a pioneer in an industry that has never been addressed before, which is a void in healthcare, which is stretching. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows you need to stretch, but nobody really does that good of a job at it. And if they do, they don't do it as well as we can. And we just know that it's very important for vitality and for anti-aging and a multitude of other things, but most importantly to keep your range of motion in place and also to stay active.
That's awesome.
Sitting is the new smoking, right? Have you ever heard that term?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. So Burn the Ship is a entrepreneur business-to-business podcast, and it really helps you reach out to our community as well as our community reach out to you, as well as you help an entrepreneur out there that's listening to our program, and then obviously they might can be able to help you out as well. So you started the first one in Woodstock in 2020, March 2020, like right when the S hit the fan.
That is correct.
Like, when did we go to the Hawks game?
14th?
March 14th?
Something like that.
So that was whatever the last basketball game was when NBA shut down, because that was the first domino when the NBA shut down.
That's correct.
And we were at that last game, at the Hawks game, me and Bailey, one of my old mentors, one of his reps, and was Roderick with us? Yeah, Roderick was with us too. And it was like, after that game, shut down. And so you started a company right then.
Yes.
Tell me what the feelings were then.
Well, high insight. I mean, obviously, to put a business together, it takes a little bit more time than what people would think. But it was a year in the making, and the scheduling was already happening, and our grand opening was set to go forth, and we didn't really have any direction at that point in time, so we just went with it. And so we opened on March the 16th, and the next week the world shut down on us. And we didn't know what to really think at that time, but we weren't the only ones in that boat, right? The whole world was with us, so we just, had to hold tight and get through it. But high insight of all of that happened is that we do a lot of digital marketing, and everybody was at home on their phones. And so we were considered essential because we're healthcare versus gym. So we were one of the first to open. We had less than 10 people in a building. So when we reopened, we had people that were wanting to get out of their house and wanted to remain and stay healthy. And then the way to do that was to come out and get stretched. And so we opened back up with just fire.
Do you guys partner up with a lot of gyms? Because I'm assuming that their customers, your customers, vice versa.
We don't really partner, but we do a lot of cross-referencing. I mean, they obviously know the importance of what we do.
Sure.
And we obviously know the importance of what they do too. So we like to hold hands, if you will. So they do send us quite a bit of referrals. So
when you start one of these things, and then of course you've now, and you're kind of jumping ahead, but you've started 9 of them in that 2 years, right? Year and a half really now, right?
Yes.
Which is incredible, and about to open 3 more. So when you place somebody there, what kind of credentials, certificates, degrees, and things do they have to have?
So we all are certified stretch practitioner in training. So everybody has some type of a body work experience, such as kinesiology degrees. I have a girl on staff that's going to be a chiropractor, and she's in chiropractic school. I have a wide variety, but personal trainers and kind of up from there. And then we also put them through a national board accredited stretch practitioner program that they must pass and become certified in order to do their job.
So stretching has been around for thousands of years.
Correct.
I mean, what is it? First off, what's the difference between your practice stretching and then just yoga? And how far do you think stretching has come since, India and all the old books that they wrote on stretching and meditation and yoga and all that?
That's a fantastic question.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you asked me that. We have designed, the owner of the franchise has designed a table that has these straps that encompass the table so we can actually secure the client to the table while we're doing the stretches. So we completely immobilize the area that we're working on, which enables us to be able to do people that would be problematic otherwise, such as scoliosis or slip disc, a variety of different medical conditions that we can still stretch those people around the area because we take the movement and the compensation out from what we do. And number one, when you're on the table, you're relaxed if we're doing the work for you. Number two, you're secure because you have these straps holding you in place. So we just get a better stretch. So we do what's called Pnf Stretching. And it's simple. We have a grid that we use. So the client will first tell us 3 when they first start to feel the stretch. They'll tell us a 5 when it's a moderate stretch, and they'll tell us a 7 when it's a deep stretch, but we never want to get to 10. That client is in complete control the whole time that we are stretching them. But we actually retrain the stretch reflex. And if you don't know what that is, it's where your brain maps to your muscle group where that point of stopping should be. And if you've ever had an injury, sometimes it gets rewired to that specific location. So we're able to push past that and reset that boundary.
That's awesome. Why did you pick this franchise? Why did you pick stretching, first off, the whole practice of it?
Well, all credit where credit is due. My best friend had actually started 2 of these locations previously, but we used to live together and work out together. And we had a personal trainer that would stretch us after we worked out. And I knew the benefit from it then because I didn't have that lactic acid buildup. I didn't get sore. I was able to get more gain out of my workouts. So I knew that there was something unique about stretching right after working out. But fast forward, I have been in healthcare all my life, and I had a patient incident where I fell during patient care and I damaged my shoulder. So 3 surgeries later and frozen shoulder, I went through a lot of PT. And PT is good, obviously, for healing injuries and things of that nature. But I had frozen shoulder, and I would be sent home to go do stretches, and I couldn't move my arm. Right. So
you needed a little assistance.
It all just came into play, yeah. And I knew that she was doing really well with her stores, and I just wanted to get in on the action at the same time. So here we are.
What's the footprint? Like how big of a building do you have to have?
About 1,200 square feet.
That's not bad. Yeah,
so it's a small little spot. It's very cute and quaint and personalized, and all of our staff are handpicked to where they are happy and jovial, and we play some pretty good loud music, and we make it fun. You come in, lay on the table. Our practitioners run around without their shoes on and athletic gear on, as far as like yoga pants or athletic
comfortable
pants,
stuff.
Comfortable stuff, yeah.
That's right.
So that they can move to do the stretching in, because it's a pretty good bit of work.
So tell me about a person that doesn't stretch a lot, i.e. me. I stretch a little bit now, but how do I start? Like, if I was at home, how would I do this?
Well, you would come see us.
Okay, So let's say I started with you guys and I did a membership. I can't get up there every day. What do you tell me to do on the days that I can't get up there?
Well, that's all kind of customized, and that's kind of the brilliant part about it is depending on what your goals are. We have that elderly clientele that's in the retirement age that just wants to be able to bend over and tie their shoe effortlessly, and then we've got the pro athlete that wants to get a better game on. So just depending on the goals and what it is that you're trying to achieve. But we do give away, our first session is completely free. So we ask people to come in and just give us a try and just see how you feel and let us do our job the best that we can. And we kind of go over your goals, and we do an assessment at that point too, and kind of let you know if you have any imbalances or what needs to be worked on. And then we customize a plan for you after that too.
That's awesome. What's a membership look like?
So our memberships range, again, is customized. We do 3-month programs, our membership prices, and we kind of do that specifically because we can't unfortunately, if you want to lose 50 pounds, you can't do that by eating one salad, right? So if you have,
I wish I'd like to buy that salad.
Right. So if you have some kind of an ailment such as lower back pain or sciatica, obviously one visit's not going to help. So we want you to be a little bit of accountable and come in and give us a fair shot at being able to relieve of those symptoms, which we do. So you could come in 1 time a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, just depending. But I like to tell people that the cost per session is about the equivalent of a doctor's office copay.
Okay, that's not bad. What is what's up next? I mean, I know you're opening up 3. Where are those 3 going to be open? Let's talk about all where you're open right now. First off,
well, right now in Georgia, I've got Woodstock, Ackworth, Kennesaw, Johns Creek, and we're opening Peachtree City, and I missed one. Roswell. Yes. And so Peachtree City will be open in the next couple of months. And then as a franchise, we have 172 locations nationwide. So Drew Brees just became our brand ambassador for the franchise. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So we do. We have a wide variety of clientele. We can see anybody over the age of 14. Our only carve-outs are people with recent surgery, pregnant people, and somebody that's going through chemo or something aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew Brees, huh? Good one. Good grab.
Yeah.
Or good throw. Really, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not a receiver. Anyways, boom, boom.
I don't know. Yeah, that was good.
But that's a good one, though.
Yeah, Drew Brees, I don't know if you remember, and I'm drawing a blank with the guy's name, but he had ALS that was on the...
sure.
Yeah, so he was behind him a pretty good bit. So we do help a lot of people that are going through ALS or either MS, a wide variety of conditions. So I think that's how he kind of stumbled into StretchZone.
Yeah, it's... Glasgow? What's his name? Anyways, he got famous because he scored a touchdown against the Falcons right after Katrina.
That's exactly right.
That's how he got famous because I remember that game very, very well.
I think there's a Netflix show out that's his documentary.
It is. He's an amazing human being, but it was right after Katrina, and it wasn't in New Orleans. I think it might have been at LSU was when they played the game. But it was pretty tense game for sure. But that's cool. So how can people get a hold of you? Like what is the best way to get a hold? Is it email, website? You got a website?
We do. It's www.StretchZone.com, and from there you can choose your location in a drop-down box and go to this one that's closest.
You gonna pull that up?
You want me to pull our website up?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
www.StretchZone.com?
Correct.
Yep. And phone number, the main phone number?
470-499-FLEX, Flex, which is also 3539.
Which is awesome, yeah. What do you think that you guys are really, really good at?
Just making you feel great.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, thank you for coming on. Guys, come out to reach her. She's all over the city. About to be all over the Southeast. She's growing fast. Reach out to her. We'll put all of her stuff on the end of this podcast where you can get a hold of her. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It was awesome. Yeah. That's it.
Well, thank you.
Quick and